We're back on a Wednesday morning. Did you ever think that you could buy stock in your favorite companies through Facebook? Well, a new platform being launched this morning by LOYAL3 is here. Barry Schneider, the company's chairman and CEO. We got a lot of people actually on the set here. Chris Kelly, Facebook's former chief privacy officer and a director at LOYAL3, and an outside investor, and Bill McComb, the CEO of Fifth and Pacific Companies, formerly Liz Claiborne, launching on this. Thank you for being here first on CNBC. We appreciate it very much. Explain what the heck this is all about. I'm going to be able to buy shares in his company on his Facebook page today?
Well, thank you, Andrew. We're, first of all, very happy to be here. And yes, that's absolutely the case. You'll be able to go to Fifth and Pacific, to any of their beautiful brands, Juicy Couture, Lucky Brand, Kate Spade, Jack Spade, to their Facebook page,
right,
to their website, and in 3 clicks, invest as little as $10 and vote with your wallet.
And these I'm buying fractional shares, effectively. So I'm buying in $10 increments?
You're buying at $10, $25, $50, which is preset buttons, or any amount that you want to invest up to $2,500 a month. And you pay no fees when you buy, and you pay no fees when you sell.
Okay, so how do you make money doing this? You're effectively the broker in a way, but you're not charging any commission.
Yeah, our customer really is the issuer, and they pay us. And our purpose is to affiliate people with brands and create a much closer relationship. People care way more about things they own than things they don't. And so this is about loyalty. This is about, on the one hand, democratizing the market for investors, and on the other hand, giving companies the chance to create a closer relationship through social media sites like Facebook.
I want to talk to Chris in a second, because you have a perspective both on Facebook and given the news about retail. But Bill, why are you doing this?
Yeah, well, for us, it's about one thing, and that's customer loyalty. Customer relationship management and marketing is, I would have to say.
So now we're mixing being a customer with being an owner.
That's correct. That's correct.
And Chris, but let's talk about some of the larger issues related to this. And given this Facebook context, everybody's freaking out about this IPO and whether retail investors should be in the market at all. I mean, that's part of the conversation, whether retail investors will actually come back to the market.
Well, one of the things that we're seeing, I think, in all of this frenzy right now is that retail investors are completely disconnected from the market. This, ultimately, there's going to be investigations, there's going to be discussion about what went on in this case, but ultimately what we're trying to do is build a different platform, a different place for basically for customers to express their preferences by being owners of different brands, and to do it on small dollars and small lots, and to align their customer dollars with their ownership dollars.
Okay, so here's the real question, though. One of the issues that's come up with this Facebook IPO, and has always been an issue among retail investors at all, is whether there's a level playing field, whether it's a fair playing field, whether the information being disseminated is across the board. In this case, there are now questions about whether certain institutional investors knew more about Facebook's earnings power or not than some of the other retail guys. How do you deal with that issue? And now you're selling these shares on Facebook.
Okay, so the first issue is access. 82% of Americans don't get the opportunity to invest in the market today. So the first issue is, let's give access to real people. And the way that we do that is remove friction. Make it easy to invest, just 3 clicks. Make it affordable to invest as little as $10, or in an IPO, invest as little as $200. And make it a level playing field. That is, rather than the richest people to be able to invest, let's just say the first people that click it to invest. So that's the issue as far as we're concerned. Give access to Americans, give access to the market, and we can cure things.
But therefore, there's probably additional responsibility, since we really are talking about mom and pop now, right? I mean, it's a different, in terms of who your customer is. It has nothing to do with the big boys. We're talking about making sure,
absolutely,
which, by the way, creates a whole other sort of level of concern.
So Fifth and Pacific's entire base, if you look at their demographic, if you look at corporate America, if you look at every major consumer company in America, it's the same people that we're talking about that are mom and pop. So I don't think that we have to be so concerned that they're unsophisticated. As Warren Buffett said, people should own what they use.
But do they want to? I mean, we've had a conversation all morning long that retail investors have been scared away by a lot of bad things that have happened in the markets. Is there a demand for this out there?
According to research, 48% of Americans, half of Americans want to invest. And I'll give you an even better statistic. 56% of Americans are invested in 401k plans. Mm-hmm. Only 18% directly in companies. It's because of the friction points. It's because today we're built to be institutional heavy. It's confusing. Right. It's expensive.
Chris, when most of these discussions talk about retail investors in the market today, they're talking about people spending $50,000 and up. Mm-hmm. We're talking about people spending $25 a month. That's a market signaling factor that's just missing right now. Right. We think we can bring them back in and let them vote with their consumer dollars.
Real quick, you used to work at Facebook. Mm-hmm. You know these guys well. How is this going to impact the company, this IPO, and what seems to be a fiasco?
I think the company's going to stay incredibly focused on building product and shipping it. I think that's the mentality that's been built in the engineering culture. They're going to be.
Do you own shares?
I do.
You do?
Yeah.
And you're holding them?
Yeah.
Did you get out any?
I mean, I'm locked up now.
You're locked up?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
I mean, you would hope they would keep doing that. It's a $100 billion company. I mean, they owe something to the people that put faith in them.
Built, focused in engineering and in building product and shipping product.
Well, good.
It's going to be just fine over time.
It's valued at $100 billion.
Yeah. Should we blame the? We got to run. Should we blame the CFO?
Shouldn't this is not a time for a blame game.
Okay. Barry, Chris, Bill, thank you guys for being here this morning. Congratulations.
Thanks.
Good luck with the project.
Thanks.